Hi there, I'm Eddie. Thanks for practicing yoga with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumbs up. Thank you. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm really happy that you're here. I'm looking forward to practicing with you. I like Sunday morning yoga. I like the group that we've got here and the work that we're doing. So I hope that you're looking forward to it as well. Let's get ourselves into a really great space, both physically and mentally, and set ourselves up for the week to come, set ourselves up for the day to come, and just really enjoy ourselves in our practice. If you don't know me, my name is Eddie. Thank you for checking out this class. I always tell you to go at your own pace. So anyone who's watching out for an injury or anything's going, a little wonky, take it easy, stop. No one's judging, no one's watching you. Just go at your own pace and breathe the whole time. Even if you have to stop the physical posture, I want you to breathe the whole time. Okay? So briefly before we start our class, I want to put out a theme today, and I want the theme of today's class to be uplifting yoga. Yesterday, I was chatting with someone who was feeling a little bit down, and I said, great, come to yoga tomorrow, and we'll be uplifted. Let's be uplifted. And I think it's a great theme. It's a great idea. As I think about upliftment, though, or uplifting, it has this notion almost of like an elevator that's got a shaft from below that's pushing it up, like there's some action that you have to take to push yourself up. But actually, a better way to think about uplifting is releasing the weight that's holding you down. So instead of about being an action to push up, think of it as a surrender or a release of the weight. If you've ever had the experience that you have a ball, like a soccer ball or something like that, and you try and hold it underwater, everybody's done this before, I'm sure. You try and hold a ball underwater, and it takes force. It takes resistance on your part to hold it down because the buoyancy of that ball wants to shoot to the top. So the moment you let go of it, the moment you stop resisting the natural tendency of the ball, it's uplifted. It shoots to the surface. And that's what I want to say about you. What I want to say about me is that our natural tendency is to be up at the surface, but we grow so accustomed to holding ourselves down. We often think that it's the other person or the situation in life. If they would just change, or if it wasn't that way, then I'd feel better. But that's not true. If you stopped thinking about the other person or the situation the way that you're thinking about it, you would feel better. So the work is within you. The work is within me. Just let go. Let go of the thoughts that you're perpetually and habitually thinking and feel yourself rise. We do it every time we practice. We're going to do it right now. And I'm looking forward to it. Bring your hands together at your heart. Take your first moment right here. Close your eyes. Focus yourself. That's a determination. I'm going to focus. I'm going to look into my third eye point. And I'm going to look with a laser beam intensity that's allowing anything extraneous to just fall away, starting to release the bondage. Rub your hands together. We're going to have a good time today. Rub your hands. Hands to your heart. Slow breath in. Good. Now hold it. Feel the buoyancy of your body right now with lungs full. Feel yourself buoyant. And exhale, release. Do it again. Inhale. Hold it in. Feel yourself. You're like that ball. Your desire is to rise to the surface. It's your natural tendency. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. Hold it. Beautiful. Exhale that breath out. Now we're going to chant the mantra Om. I am full of potential. There is potential all around me. I can choose any path. I can choose any door. Take a slow, deep breath in. Again, inhale. One more time, inhale. Very good work. Very nice. Open your eyes up, please. Take your hands, put them on the fronts of your shins. Just hold it right there and start to move your spine forward and back. Forward and back. As we were chanting there, and I was thinking about all the doors of potential, all the possibilities ahead of us, it reminded me of something that my teacher always says, which is that you are so free, you can choose bondage. You're so free, you have free will, and you are so free that you can choose bondage if that's your choice. You can choose to bind yourself, you can choose to think negatively, you can choose to see the cup half full. It's your choice. Inhale, hold it, but it's also your choice to release the resistance and be uplifted. Exhale. The power is all yours. Put your hands down on your knees, palms facing down. Start to move that spine in circles. Just kind of really go around and around. You want to stir the sides of the pot. I always think about a big pot and the spoon going around and around this one. You know how, let's go in the opposite direction. If you got a big pot of soup or something like that and you start stirring it around and around, it starts to create this vortex, this whirlpool of energy. Now we're just moving up our spine. Inhale deeply. Hold it. While you hold, let go. Let go of your bondage. Let go of your chains. Let go of your resistance. Exhale. Right? You already feeling better? Take your hands, reach them up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist one way. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist the other way. And up and twist. Just keep going. We're going to do it for about 20, 30 seconds. It's kind of nice. Get a little bit of momentum going. Again, get that vortex of energy really spinning within you. Let it draw you in. Come to one side or the other. I don't care which direction you're turning. Just hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. Reach your hands up. Inhale. Exhale. Go the other way. Hold it. Every breath you get to be conscious and aware of the quality of your thoughts, the quality of your mind. Every conscious breath. What state am I in? Am I practicing a thought that is holding the ball under the surface of the water, or am I releasing and letting myself be uplifted? Rise. Inhale, take your hands, come on up to the ceiling. Interlace those fingers, turn them up. Just open your shoulders, open your armpits, open your heart. A little back bend. Perfect. Very good. Put your hands down on your knees, drop your chin, do a couple of neck rolls. So we want to open up the space. Feel that. Feel like you're opening up right at the brainstem, right where the spinal column meets the brainstem. Let's go in the opposite direction. You want to let that energy come up. So the pathway has to be clear. Very good. All right, come on back right here to the center. I want you to take your awareness, place it at the third eye point. If you don't know what I'm doing, look at me for just a moment. The arms are coming up like the letter V. The fingers are pulling into the pads of your hands. Your thumbs are reaching up towards the sky like you're hitchhiking, okay? Inner gaze, third eye point. Those of you that know Breath of Fire, start it right now. Don't wait for me. Those of you that don't know it, stick out your tongue. Slowly start panting like a dog. If you know how to do that, do it through your nose, keep going, or long deep breath is fine. Inhale, thumbs touch above you. Hold your breath in. Start to squeeze it from the base. Squeeze it up, just like you're squeezing a tube of toothpaste. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Everything comes out the top. Pop your fingers open. Exhale, comb your hands down. And for just one moment, please sit with your hands in your lap. Now feel yourself on an energetic level. Feel yourself on a vibratory level. Feel yourself for a moment free of any thoughts that may limit you or restrict you. Feel yourself up on the surface. Good. It's been 5 minutes. No one in your world, none of the circumstances have changed outside of you. 5 minutes, you've changed yourself. Okay. Thank you for your donations. Namaste. Just kidding. Let's come to our hands and our knees. Let's get going here. But it's kind of true, you can make such an impact in 5 minutes. You don't have to do hours and hours and hours. Just work consciously. Here we go. Chin and chest up. Exhale, round your back. Again, inhale. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. And round. One more time. Inhale. Turn those little toes into the ground. Come to your first downward facing dog and embrace it and love it. And if you can't be in love with it, then come down to your knees and take child's pose or take something you can be in love with. Find your breath. Slow breath, ujjayi breath, in and out, preferably through the nose. Audible sound, like you're fogging a mirror. If you ever need to remind yourself how to make that audible breath, just open your mouth and fog the mirror. On your exhale, it's going to slow your breath down, and it's also going to give you a lot of awareness of yourself breathing. You want that awareness. You want that present moment awareness. You want that soothing awareness. You want to let the sound of your breath be so powerful and so focused that there's no room for extraneous thoughts. Okay? Inhale, come on down all the way onto your hands and your knees. Let's do the left leg first. Take it back and up. Hold it right there. Take your right arm lifted up alongside you. Now, if you can't do that, keep your right hand on the ground. If you want to go for more, we're going to crunch without touching the floor. Elbow to knee. Crunch, inhale, extend. Exhale. So it's stability. It's a little bit of strength. It's balance. Not a lot of room to think while you're doing it. Okay? Inhale, extend it. Put your hand down, second side. We'll go back with the right leg. Left arm is going to come up. You could stay here or crunch. Exhale, squeeze, inhale. Feel the track you're moving on. Try and stay on that. Really controlled, deliberate, focused. Inhale, take it away, hold it right there. And put your hand down. Very good. Now, from here, walk your knees back just a little bit and come forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. That's going to be our modification. If you're stronger, get into full plank pose. Okay, either one is fine. Knees on the ground, walk the knees back, or full plank pose. Now, hold this for me for just a moment. Squeeze your belly, but breathe. Right, I want you to feel the abdominal wall strengthening while you hold plank pose. 3 more. And last one, in and out. Very good. We inhale, we exhale all the way down to the ground. Now, give me Cobra Pose. Up we go, 1 and down. So I'm like the caterpillar walking forward. Chest lifts up, pull the ground back, and stretch forward. Again, inhale up. Pull the ground back, stretch forward. One more time, inhale up. Hold it right there. Now go ahead and again, pull the ground back. How do you do that? Imagine you have claws on your fingertips. Claw your mat and drag your mat back. Feel what that does to your upper back and heart. Drop those shoulders. Your arms should be burning. Pull your wings in. Inhale, please. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good work. Last 3 breaths here. Calm it down now. So we're always going to go through these kind of intense moments in the practice and then pull back. Intense, pull back. Intense, pull back. Look forward and inhale. Exhale. Gently step and jump forward. Open yourself halfway. Fold to your legs. Let's move in half Sun Salutations. Arms out, chest comes up. Without a pause, take it down. So we're going to move for a moment. Look forward and fold in. Sweep out, come up. Fold forward. Open halfway. Take it down. Arms out, chest comes up. Last one, everybody. You're coming down and you're staying. So open yourself. Choose the variation that you want. Maybe you want to bend your elbows and place your elbows on your knees. If you're very stiff, that's a great variation. Let them hang. Maybe you want to hold your ankles and pull with your arm strength. Maybe you want your hands on the floor. Choose a variation. Let's breathe in silence. One more. Take your arms out. Lift yourself all the way up. Good. Release your hands down. Stand in mountain pose for just a moment. This is the foundation of our standing postures. Just feel it for a second. Legs are touching one another. Big toes are touching. Inner thighs are touching. Spine lifts. Give me strong legs. Lift your spine. And then just kind of set your head on straight. Let your palms be open. And instead of going off into the world of your thoughts, come into the world of your present moment sensations. Feel a physical level of sensation, and then try and become more subtle. Use your inner feelers and feel the vibratory level of experience. Right? Notice how it grows when you bring your attention to it. You want to attain this length in your spine and this awareness vibrationally in every posture that we're going to do. Go ahead and bend your knees, touch the floor with your fingertips. Inhale, chest, arms, heart are going to come up above you. Chair pose. Now again, you are sunk in the pose, but you're lifting through your spine. Don't be so rigid that you can't feel the flow. Maybe drop your butt back a little bit more. Maybe sink it a little bit more. One more. Beautiful. Lift yourself all the way up. Take a big dive. Come forward. Let's go through our basic sun salutation here. Look to the front. Gently step or jump your feet back. And this time I'm going to lower, hovering. Maybe you go to the floor. And then I'll take upward dog. Maybe you do cobra. And we go back. Downward facing dog. Alrighty, so what I'd like us to do for the next one, go ahead and step your feet basically together so that they're touching again, like you had a moment ago. Take your right leg, lift it all the way up to the ceiling. Try and do the splits here. Don't bend your knee. Go for a straight leg. Toes up to the ceiling. And then I want you to stand high on your left toes. Really, really high on your left toes. It's going to give you more opening in the split. Not too shabby. Take one more breath. Very good. Look forward between your hands. Exhale. Put that foot up right between your hands. Go ahead and drop your back knee for just a moment. Start in a low lunge right here. Start in a low lunge. Let's do about 5 breaths in this low lunge. And I'm going to show you something a little bit deeper in a moment. Ah. Why don't we put our right hand down on our right hip and take our left arm and reach it all the way over. Good. Now here's where it's maybe going to get a little bit funky. I want you to take your left hand, put it down on your right knee. So this is almost moving into a twist. You could simply stay like that. You could reach your right arm back. Some of us, let's try and bend the left knee and catch the left ankle with the right hand as we twist. Not a requirement, but a possibility. One more. Oh, that was good. Take it back. Downward facing dog. That was a deep one. If you want to move through the push-up cycle, do it. If you want to stay in downward dog, stay in down dog or child's. Step your feet together so that they're touching. Side 2, take your left leg. Go up and do the splits. First, that right heel will be working down towards the ground. So the split is going to feel a little bit limited at this point. Straight top leg. Now stand high up on your tippy toes. Take them up. Very good. And we're going to bring that knee forward all the way and step it up between your hands. I want to put your back knee down onto the ground. Inhale, take your hands up. So this is our beginning stage right here, a low lunge. Immediately, just decompress, let go of the ropes, let go of the chains that are binding you. Put your left hand on your left hip, right hand, reach it over your ear. Right? You open the physical body, you release the physical body, and your mind releases. You relax your mind, your physical body releases. They're playing off each other. Go ahead and put your right hand down on your left knee. Now you could start like that. Maybe your left hand will go back and that's your twist. But some of us, we're going to bend the right knee and I'm going to catch that right ankle with the left hand. It gets pretty deep. Yes. One more. And go ahead, bring your hands back, downward facing dog. Do you want to do the push-up cycle? Make it a conscious choice. I'm going to do it. Do it because you want to work on strength. Do it because you want to kind of heat yourself up internally. Don't do it because you think you should. Do it because it's what you want. There's a lesson. Look forward and inhale. Bend your knees. Lightly step or jump them to the front. Open it. Fold down. Sweep out, come up. Empower yourself. I'm allowed to want what I want. Deep breath in and out. We're back at that mountain pose again. Do you feel your spine lifted? Now, where's the sense of energy within you for just a beat? Feel it, right? Do you feel a little bit brighter inside? Do you feel a little bit more vibration, a little bit more awareness? It grows with your attention to it. Bend your knees, touch the floor, people. Inhale, chest, arms, heart up to the ceiling. Fold right out over those legs. Let's move on. Look to the front and inhale. Gently step or jump back. Again, optional push-up cycle. Right leg is going to come all the way up. This time it'll be a little bit different. You're going to bend your right knee and roll the hip open. Top leg bends. Roll it open. Feel how that changes the stretch. If it's too much, of course, put your bottom knee on the ground. So you'd have one leg on the floor, one leg up. Totally fine. Take a deep breath in where you are here. Look forward between your hands. I want to step that right foot all the way up between your hands. Take your left foot, spin it flat on the ground. Let's start with warrior one. Now we're just going to hold the poses for maybe 5 or 6 breaths each. So we're going to sink down low. I got to find the relaxations. I got to let my shoulders be soft, even if that meant my hands are at my heart. I got to get down, put a little bit of weight at the floor of my pelvis, let it descend, and then draw the spine up. You get that opposition there, that stretch that makes you grow. One more. Now you're going to open it, warrior two. My arms are going to come out to the side. I had to adjust my feet just a little bit. I needed a wider stance. You may not. Sink it down. Again, shoulders. Here's a trick. I'll teach it to you now. You can apply it anytime. Take your palms, turn them up in warrior two. Bend your elbows just a little bit. Now you notice how that helped your shoulders to descend. Yeah? From there, try turning your palms back over, but keep your shoulders descending. Okay, now twist, look to the front. Right arm goes to the right, left arm is out to the left wall. I'm going to pivot on my back foot. I've just turned on my back toes. I'm in a lunge. If you can't do that, put your back knee on the ground for stability and continue the twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Very similar to what you did in the low lunge. Right hand on the right hip, left hand goes straight up to the ceiling. Now, if you're going to go further, your right hand, take it across, catch the outside of your left leg. If this is too complicated, just stay in something simple. And then from here, I'm going to increase my back bend, twist and look back. I'm looking at the back corner of my mat. Yes, I'm going to sink into it just a little bit more, inhaling. And when I come out of it, I'm going to choose a twist. It can be a prayer twist, left elbow outside your right knee, palm in palm, or it can be a simple twist, left hand on the ground, right hand up to the sky. Your choice, and breathe. Reach your arm over your ear. Feel the energy flow. Tell yourself, I'm an open channel. I'm a receptive vessel. The universal life force energy is flowing through me. I'm not obstructing it. I'm not restricting it. One more. And exhale. Very good. Let's take ourselves back. Optional push-up cycle. And we go back to downward facing dog. Hang out in your down dog for just a moment. Remember, if you're tired, go ahead and drop onto your knees for the next part of this. Take your left leg, go up to the ceiling, bend your knee, roll your hip open. Time's flying, folks. Just looked at the clock. Isn't it amazing when you get into that kind of timeless zone? You're just in the practice. Take a deep breath in. Let's get your left foot forward. Spin your back foot flat. Take your hands, reach them up above you, and go ahead and sink down. You got warrior one here. Get down into that warrior one. Again, I'd like you to relax your shoulders. Maybe hands are at your heart. Very good. Take it into warrior two. Your arms will open up out to the side again. I've got to adjust my feet just slightly. I went back and I kind of aligned my feet more on the center line of my mat. And I'm opening. Give me one more. Twist it forward, right arm to the right, left arm to the left. Here comes the pivot on your back foot. So you're in the lunge. Now, again, put the back knee on the ground if you need more stability. From here, keep the twist moving, right hand forward, left hand back. You could stay like that. Or put your left hand on your left hip, take your right hand up to the ceiling. If you want to go further, put your left hand on the outside of your right leg. Reach that baby back. I'm turning and looking at the back corner of my mat. We inhale here. When we come out of it, it's a twist. Elbow to the knee, palm in palm perhaps. You want to make it lighter. Right hand to the ground, left hand to the ceiling. Again, feel that twist, move the energy, spiral it through you. It's just consciousness. Consciousness and breath. From heel to fingertip, charging yourself, healing yourself, restoring yourself, balancing yourself, blessing yourself. One more. Touch down, step it back, optional push-up. And take a moment in child's pose. That was a pretty good little workout there for the last 20 minutes or so. Take a break. Maybe have a sip of water if you like. I like. Okay, lay my head down. So we worked the shoulders a lot. Let's take ourselves, when our head is down, we're going to reach our hands back towards the wall behind us. Palms will face up. And that's just a very passive, it's like being a little rock. You can imagine you're a rock in a stream and the water just flows over you. See if you can feel that water flowing over you. So lovely. Okay, come on forward. Come on forward. Let's do this. Let's take our arms and put them down. Some of you I know have some shoulder issues. This is an incredibly deep shoulder stretch. So what you could do instead would be downward facing dog. You could do plank and downward dog if you don't want to do dolphin. So what I'm going to do is put my forearms down onto the ground, right? From here, I'm going to step myself back into a low plank. Now again, if you're watching out for your shoulders, just do regular plank pose so you're not down on your forearms. Okay. First, I want to turn both of my heels to the right. My elbows have stayed on the ground. Both of my heels turn to the right. So it's a twisted plank. You could do it in regular plank as well. Really, really lovely. You feel that strengthening through your right waist. Let's go to the left side. Twist your heels to the left. Lift it up. Good. Notice if you're reactive or if you're just in the flow of it. Come on, back through the center. Here's where it gets tough, or where it gets deep in the shoulders. Walk your feet forward a little bit. So it's like downward dog with your elbows on the ground. Now maybe your knees are bent. Try and relax your head completely and shake it right to left. You got to be able to shake it. If you can't move your head, you want to push deeper through your arms. Let's take 3 more. Remember, down dog is the option. 2 more. 1 more. And push into your hands, downward facing dog. Perfection. Walk back, walk back. We'll meet at the back end of the mat this time. Looking forward as you inhale. Folding to your legs. Sweep out, come up. Perfect. Release your hands down. I'd like you to take your legs, step your right foot forward, turn to the left. so that you are balanced right in the center of your mat. Beautiful. You can either slide your hands down your legs, or you can take your hands, interlace them behind your back, lift that breastbone up, and start your fold. Take it down. Lift your top arm, or not your top arm, lift the arms off your back. Great place to put a strap between your hands if you're a little tighter, or take your hands to your ankles or the floor. 5 more breaths. One more. Sweep your arms back. Lift yourself up. Take a moment. Feel your blood pressure adjust. Very good. Heel toe your feet back towards one another. Turn to face the front of your mat. Now we're going to do our final standing pose, which is going to be a balance. If you wanted a little bit of support, I've got a cabinet here. You could go to a wall, put your hand on the wall. I'll do my left leg first, so maybe my right hand is on the cabinet. I'm going to bend my left knee and try and catch the left foot. Okay? So you're back in that quadriceps stretch. We did it earlier in the low lunge. Take this for a moment, and maybe your right arm will come to the ceiling. Maybe your hand stays on the shelf, that's okay. Now, kick yourself into a back bend. I haven't folded at all. All I've done is kick and lift, and then I'm going to start to fold in even deeper. Keep your breath, maybe you fall. One more. And inhale, I'm going to come up. So let's say you were using a wall or a cabinet, you can always just turn around so that the opposite hand has the support. And we'll take the left hand, it'll rise. And then maybe I'm going to kick it. Of course, you can still hold on to your cabinet if you like. And come forward. Good. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Release your hands down. You're at the top end of your mat. So let's take our feet out nice and wide. Your feet will be about as wide as your mat is. We are going to come into Malasana, which is a squat. Some of you might want to use a block. What I'm going to do is sit, bring my hands together at my heart, and keep the butt off the ground. Now, if that's absolutely crazy and you have a block, put a block underneath you and sit on it. Right? If that you don't have a block, stand up on your toes. Find something where you can just squat for a moment, getting down into it nice and deep. I want to give you another variation if possible. It gets a little bit funky here. So my arms are going to stay where they are on the inside of the knees. And then I'm going to look down. Look at your ankles. I want you to try and take your right hand, grab the outside of your right ankle. And then your left hand is going to grab the outside of your left ankle. If you just want to watch me do it, take a few breaths and live vicariously. All I'm going to do is pull into a ball right now. One more. And fall on the butt. Roll on the back. Let's take a couple rock and roll on the back. If you don't like rolling, then you can leave it off. Very good. One more, please. Perfect. Come onto the ground. Hug your right knee into your body for just a moment. We're going to do a couple things on our back right now. The back is a great way to explore some of the shapes. It's restful, but it can also help you keep alignment in your back and your spine because you're flat on the ground. So I want you to take your right leg now, reach it up to the ceiling. I have my left foot flat on the floor. I'm going to first just move my foot, shake the toes, move the ankle, get any pops out. And then we're going to relax for a moment. You could do one of a couple things. You could continue to hold behind your thigh. You could reach up higher, so maybe you're holding behind your calf. You could put a strap over your foot. Some of us can reach up and grab the big toe with the right hand and at the same time maintain a flat back on the floor. So find what you can do. Now for the next phase, I want you to try and roll yourself up off the ground and then walk both hands as high up the leg as they'll go. Some of you will catch the ankle. Some of you will put your hand over the ball of the foot. Get what you can get. Good. Are you thinking right now or are you letting go? Are you holding the ball under the surface or are you letting it rise? Take one more. And go ahead and release. Now, you're going to take that into a twist. So that straight leg is going to drop over to the left. I had to shift my hips a little bit. I'm going to try and keep my right leg straight. You might not be able to. It might be too deep. If you feel super flexible, maybe your left hand will catch the outside of your right foot. Or maybe you're putting a strap around your foot. When you're in this twist and you really straighten your leg, it becomes a super juicy stretch through your sciatic nerve, your IT band on the outside of your right leg. All right. Let's come back to the center. That was so good. Let's do the left side. Nice deep hamstring stretch. Sometimes we do the hamstring stretch from the lunge and we pull back, like a runner's stretch. That can promote a lot of round in the back. And if you're not conscious, you're just inserting a rounded back into your posture. Whereas this helps you to get the sense of, well, what does a flat back feel like? You can feel when you're up off the ground. Now, maybe your hands can come up a little bit higher and you still want to try and keep your back flat. Your shoulders are dropping towards the floor. Maybe you can hook your big toe with your left hand. Doesn't matter. Next variation, roll up off the ground, grab and grab. Very good, breathing there. And exhale. You're going to twist that leg down over towards the right. And again, I'm going to try and keep my leg straight. Now, if you can, maybe you're going to grab the little toe side of the foot, stretch it super, super straight. Take your left arm out to the side. If you can't catch the foot, you can always put a strap or a towel around the foot, or you just put your hand on the side of the calf. That's okay too. That's the way. Come on back through the center. Now, let's do some hip openers on our back. Okay? Take your right ankle, cross it onto your left knee. Now, I'm going to give you different variations, so hopefully you can see or can understand as I describe it. First one, and this is kind of your primary position, you can always stay here. I'm just going to thread my right hand through the hole in the leg, take the left hand around the side of the leg, and either catch the top of the shin or catch the back of the thigh. Either one is going to be fine. Hold that and breathe. Okay, so once again, my back is flat on the ground, my head is flat on the ground. That's my first stage. Second stage is a little different. I'm going to take both arms now. So I'll release my left arm. Both arms are going to go through the hole, and then I'm going to stretch the left leg on the ground. So if you need to take a moment, look at this. I'm cradling my leg in the crook of my elbows. Both elbows are around the back of that right leg. The third stage, if you so choose, and notice I'm up in the crunch, my left arm will stay around the ankle. My right arm is going to slip out, come behind my head. I'll bend the elbow, and I'll bind the fingers together. Right hand will catch the left hand, binding the fingers, turning my head to the right, and relaxing my weight back. So I'm pulling into the stretch by relaxing my head and my weight to the ground. And come on all the way back. So that was 3 different depths of that posture. Let's take it on side 2. Cross your left ankle on your right knee. Pull your right knee in, give it a good squeeze. Let's take a couple breaths here. Just close your eyes, enjoy being on your back. When my eyes are closed, my attention is at my third eye point. That's my energetic, that's my inner anchor, the sensitive spot at the front of the brain. You can feel the energy there. You can see into the whole body there. You can see into the subtle body there. Now, the second stage, if you're going to do it, join me. I'm going to roll up, take both hands through the hole, and then take the right leg down. So again, I've got my elbows cradling the back of that left leg. Maybe that works for you, maybe it doesn't. You can always stay in stage 1. Now I'm going to free my left hand, take it behind my head. This is pretty deep, so again, only if it feels right. And then just keep reclining. I'm looking left and I'm letting the weight fall back to the ground. Beautiful. Take one more. And exhale. Go ahead and slowly release that. That's the way. Your knees are bent. Your feet are flat on the ground. So we've opened up our hips. We've opened up our legs. This is a perfect place to now start to incorporate our back bends, maybe even a deeper back bend today. Let's start with our knees bent, feet on the floor. Inhale, lift your hips high, and exhale, roll down. Okay, so kind of notice the height that you get. Close your eyes. Inhale, hips go up. Exhale, roll yourself down. Now add your arms. When your hips go up, your arms go back. Do you feel how much more opening there is in your chest? Exhale, come on down. So by moving the arms, you're making more space to open the upper back. Inhale, you roll even higher up. Exhale, down. Let's do it one more time and then we're going to change it. Inhale, take it up. Now stay up. Exhale, only your hands down. So you're at that higher position. Interlace your hands underneath you and squeeze those shoulder blades together so that you get a nice big open back bend. If you cannot interlace your fingers, maybe put your hands flat on your mat. That's okay too. And breathe. And let's take one more. And then exhale. Go ahead and bring yourself all the way down onto your back. That was bridge pose. You can repeat that, or you can start to prep for wheel pose, potentially going all the way into it. If you want to see what the prep looks like, I'll demonstrate it, and then you can decide if it's something that you want to do, even just the foundation of it. When I'm on my back, I'm going to bring my hands right next to my ears with my fingers pointing back towards my shoulders. Now, we don't want to hurt ourselves in this pose, so you got to be conscious because it is very deep. So from here, all I'm going to do is start to lift my hips like bridge pose, give some arm strength, and pop to the top of my head. So that would kind of be a foundation. Maybe you can get there. If you can do that and you can stay in line, then you can just bring it all the way or halfway or part of the way up to the back bend. Okay? Boy, that feels good right now. Take a breath and I'm going to exhale, bring it all down. When you get down, hug your knees into your body, everybody. Take your arms, go out to the side like the letter T. Now, I want to take this a little bit differently. We are going to twist, but we're going to do something a little bit different. Knees are in, arms are out. Start to lift your feet up away from your seat. Maybe your feet go all the way to the ceiling. That would be the most intense. Maybe they're bent a little bit. Maybe they're bent a lot. The more they're bent, the lighter the pose is. This is a core strengthener. You're going to take your knees. I'll go to the left first so you can see it. I'm going to drop my knees halfway to the left, and I'm going to stop. Now I'm trying to keep my knees together. I want to hollow out my belly and kind of crunch those legs into the body. Give it a crunch. Again, bent knees is the safest. Straight legs is the most challenging. You've got to watch out for your back. Okay, let's come on back up through the center. Now go halfway to the left. Stop there. Try and squeeze your legs together. Scoop your belly and crunch. Pull those legs in with your core strength. Very good. Inhale. Come on all the way back. Put both of your feet flat down on the ground. Open those feet wide so the right foot sits on the right side of the mat. The left foot is on the left side of the mat. Both knees will drop to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. So windshield wipers going back and forth. Inhale up. Exhale right. Just go at your own pace a couple times. So what was kind of unique about today's class is that we did all of the floor work on our back, but it still had a lot of intensity. We can get lots of deep variations on the back. Okay, let's go ahead and say we're going to drop both knees down to the left. Let's just do that first. Drop your knees to the left. Your right foot is still on the right side of your mat. You're going to cross your left ankle over your right knee. So just put the ankle over the knee and the weight bears down and pulls you deeper into the pose. And reach your arms overhead. Maybe grab that right wrist and pull yourself long. Oh. And then come on back through the center. You're going to open your feet to the outside edges of the mat. You're going to drop your knees right. Again, make sure that your left foot is on the left side of the mat. Cross your right ankle over the knee. Let the weight pull you down. Arms overhead. Grab the left wrist with the right hand and pull. Left wrist is grabbed by the right hand. Come on back through the center, everybody. Stretch your legs away. Turn your palms face up. Please don't leave us. I want you to have a moment to rest. And before we do that rest, we're going to take a minute of deep breathing like this. I want you to inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose or your mouth. Get it all out. And at the end of the breath, just pause for about 3 to 5 seconds. And inhale again. That's the pattern. Exhale it out deeply. Pause for about 3 to 5. Do 4 or 5 more of those on your own. Each time you exhale, that deep exhale, you've got to relax. You've got to let it go. No more resistance necessary. When you finish that, go ahead and just relax. And just notice where you're at. Notice your ball floating on the surface. And in 1 hour, nothing outside of you has significantly changed. Personalities haven't shifted, bosses haven't become nicer. But you can recognize that the power to uplift is within you. It's the power to let go. Let's slowly wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes. If you want to rest more, feel free to stay on your back. But we are going to wind up the official class, so take your time to bring yourself up as you like. Roll over, rock up, whatever feels good. Cross your legs. Bring your hands together at your heart. Take a moment to welcome yourself home. Welcome your ball to the surface. And let's finish with the mantra Om. Take a deep breath in. Rub those hands together. The time flew. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Take your hands over your head. I hope you feel phenomenal. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up.